Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna teach you guys some tips and some tricks that you can actually use for winter. So I want to show you, I have some couple little stuff that I would recommend like anyone to use like during the winter time. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video, so stay tuned and enjoy the video. Well, for first thing first, what you're gonna need is that so normally in the winter time, like most time in the winter time, like normally you will use like a baby oil that I have with me right here. So I think normally in the winter time I would normally use like baby oil on my skin, and the reason why I always use it is because like during the winter time, like most times, like during the winter time, you're gonna need like one of these stuff. So I normally would use this like on my skin like during the winter time, just to keep my skin like very moisturized. So I think this will be work. So normally you will take like a couple of these on here, and you just go ahead like this and you rub it all over your skin. And what that's gonna do now, so what that's gonna really do is that like during the winter time, like most of the time during the winter time, is that your skin like kind of be like get really dry. So I think with this baby oil that I have with me right here, I think I know I also use it also like during the winter time. The reason why, because like in the winter time your skin like get really moisturized, like really dry. So I think like with this product you can also use them too. And I think you can also use, so I have this Jergens lotion that I will recommend if you can use it too. Like I think, so as I was saying before, like during the winter time your skin can get really dry. So I think like you can use like a Jergens also with the baby oil also. You can mix them together. Like I'm gonna show you guys, like right now you use the lotion and you just gently rub your skin and just works just like that. So what's that's gonna do, afterward is that once you use like the baby oil that I show you guys before, and like these two that I have with me, once you use these both two that I show you guys, you're gonna use those to kind of give your skin that moisture that your skin needed. Because as I mentioned is that like in the winter time your skin kind of get really dry, so you have to keep your skin like moisturized all the time. So this is what I use. Like for my skin, I would always use like these baby oils and this lotion. I mix them together and I rub them on my skin just to keep my skin very moisturized in the winter. Because sometimes in the winter time your skin can get really dry, and because the temperature is so cold, so you have to use like most of these things for your skin. You can also use anything. I think you can also use like Vaseline also on your skin, just to keep your skin like that moisture. Because like if you use like different type of products like so, but I think personally for this one it also, because I think I use that on my skin also too. So next you can also use that. So I have a Japanese, so this one is called a Japanese cherry blossom hand and body cream. So this is what I always use this like most of the time in winter time too. So I would use this hand and body cream too, where I would take like some of this on my hand as I'm showing to you guys right now. It's kind of bit like a moisture, so I'm gonna use that. And I just went ahead like this and just rub it on my hand. So what's gonna do is that like keep your skin like very moisturized, like your hands, because sometimes in the winter time also your hands can get really dry, and sometimes it can lack of moisture. So you can also use like a hand body cream. But for personally for me is that most of the things I show you guys, that's what I normally use for myself during the winter time also, because like in the winter time it can actually like get really cold. So this is what I would normally use. And the thing, so the next thing that I would always would wear like during the winter time is that I would wear like these warm thick gloves. These warm thick gloves that I have with me right here, I would normally use this like in the winter time, especially like when my hands are really cold, because in the winter time is that like you can catch like frost bites. So it's very important you can get like also. So this is one of a thick gloves that I have with me right here. So I would normally would use this like most of the time like during like winter time, like to keep my hands like really cozy and really warm, because like as I told you guys from before, like in the winter time you can have like frost bites on your hands. So it's very important to have like a thick warm gloves, just to use those like especially in the winter time. And then so what I'm gonna show you guys afterwards, so I have these couple of the socks that I would normally use like in the winter time, so just to use that, just to keep my feet like very warm. So I would recommend like having like a thick socks like during the winter time. So this is what I would normally use. So I think you guys can use like anything, but for me, I normally would wear these type of socks in the winter. And you want to get like the thick ones. I think you can get one of the thick socks system. So this socks is very thick. It's a thick, the fabric of this is very thick. It's a very thick socks, and this one also is very thick too. So I would normally would use these in the winter, just to keep my feet like really warm. And you want to make sure you can also like moisturize your feet also, because like in the winter time also, as I mentioned, like your skin can get really dry in the winter, and sometimes you can see like some stuff, and you don't want that. So, and the next thing what I would normally would wear like in the winter time, I would normally wear like this type of scarf, where I just use that now. I just went ahead and just put that around my neck. I'm showing to you guys right now, and just bring it like over here. So you would normally would use this like in the winter time, like especially just to keep your neck like actually really um warm, just because when you like in the winter time too, you want to make sure that you protect. It's a scarf that you can use just to protect your neck from the cold, because like in the winter time you want to make sure that your neck is protected, because sometimes you can catch a cold, or most times you want to make sure you can have this scarf to wear. But well, everyone is different. So like personally for me, I think this would normally would works, like especially like for winter time, because I would normally wear these scarves and everything for just to ensure that my neck is protected in the winter time, so that you don't get sick. So yeah, or you can just wear it just because you just like to wear it. But I would recommend, like, I like wearing this one of these scarves too. And I think, well, I think that's it. I think there is more to come. So I think, but these are the things that I would normally use like for winter, as I mentioned you guys, where I use like these, where I use like the moisturizer to moisturize my skin, and I will use like the hand cream as I showed you guys from before. And I will also wear like thick socks during the winter, and those the jacket the scarf that I showed you guys from before. So I think that would normally works like during the winter time too. That would normally also would work. So cause like trust me, in the winter time it gets really cold, so you wanna like invest into like most of these things, like you like get yourself like a nice thick socks to wear, and like moisturize, or you want to make sure that you cannot be get those moisturizer, because honestly I think it's very important just to kind of be moisturize your skin, like especially during the winter, because as I said, like the winter time, in winter time it's kind of bit like a really cold, so you want to make sure that you keep your skin like very moisturized during the winter. So it's actually, so I hope these tips like, you know guys, so that's it for today's video. As you guys can see, I show you guys like all of these tips and some tricks that you guys can use for during the winter time. So, and it's very important to take care of your skin, very important to take care of your skin, and especially these tips, and I show you guys because very important, because like trust me, like it's gonna be like we really get really cold in winter. So as I said, so I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys do, and also I want you guys also to remember to like, comment, and also to remember to subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And remember to turn on post notification for each time I upload a brand new video. And remember to stay tuned for more of these videos to become, and I will see you guys next time in a brand new video. Bye guys, see you guys next time. Bye bye.